All right, Pac-Manians, here we are with 10.7. It's the last lesson of the chapter, so we're getting there. This is time conversion, so you got to have your handy-dandy sheet with you and a little bit of elapsed time, which we'll get into in a little bit. So it's basically more of the same stuff. If I have a whole number, I multiply. If I have a fraction, I'm going to go ahead and divide. Here we got a computer company claims its laptop has a battery that lasts 4 hours. So they say it lasts 4 hours. The laptop actually ran for 200 minutes before the battery ran out. Did the battery last 4 hours? So we're going from minutes to hours. Hours are bigger, so I need fewer of them, which means I'm going to divide. And if you look at your chart, it'll tell you to divide by 60 because 1 hour, as we all know, equals 60 minutes. So we're going to convert minutes into hours and minutes. So I'm going to take my total minutes, 200. Since it's 1/60th, I know I'm going to divide by 60. And then magically I'm going to get my answer. No, I'm going to go ahead and set this up. 200 divided by 60. Okay. I'm not going to chop off zeros with this because I'm going to have a remainder of seconds and I want to make sure that those are right. So 60 into 20 into 200, I can kind of look at that as 6 into 20. How many sixes are there in 20? There's going to be 3 of those, right? And if I want to check that, I'm going to write 60 times 3. 0 times 3 is 0. 0 times 6, 18. That's 180. So I'm going to subtract 180. And I'm going to get 0 minus 0 is, of course, 0. 0 minus 8 is 8, right? Nope. More on the floor. I got to go next door. So I'm going to get 10 minus 8. That is 2, right? And can I take 60? Can I take 60 from 20? No. So my remainder is 20. That's why I want to keep my zeros on there. It's 20 seconds. Otherwise, it would have been 2 seconds, which is not right. So I get 3 with the remainder of 20. So I have 3 hours and 20 minutes. And if I were to compare those, or 3 hours and 20 seconds, 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is bigger, 3 hours and 20 minutes or 4 hours? 4 hours. So since 3 hours and 20 minutes is less than 4 hours, the battery did not last as long as the computer company claims it did. So I don't want to buy that one. 3 hours, 20 minutes. Make sure I fill them all in 500 times. Okay, so try this. Convert to mixed measures. Jill spent much of her summer away from home. She spent 10 days with her grandparents, 9 days with her cousins, and 22 days at camp. Wow, that's a good camp. How many weeks and days was she away from home? So what's the first thing I'm going to have to do? Yeah, it says and, right? That just means to add. So I'm going to add them all up, which is step 1. 10 plus 9 plus 22. I would add 10 to 22 first and get 32 and then add 9 to that, which is 41, right? 41 days. Okay, and if you want proof of that, you can rewrite them over here. I'd put 22, 10, and 9. 9 plus 2 is 11, and then 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. Right? So you can either do that in your head or you can write it down. And then I'm going to convert the days into weeks and days. Well, how many days are in a week? You better know that. That's 7, right? So I'm going to take the total number of days. I'm going to divide by 7. Weeks are bigger. I need fewer. That's how I know I need to divide. And also, my chart tells me because it's going to say 1/7. So I take 41 and I divide that by 7. All right. So how many 7s can I take from 41? 5, that's right. So that's going to be 35. 1 minus 5 is, right, can't do that. So I'm going to have to borrow. Make that a 3. That's an 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. Can I take 7 from 6? No, no, no. So that's my remainder. 5 with a remainder of 6. So I have 5 weeks and then 6/7 of a week, or 6 days. So I'm going to put 41 is 5 remainder of 6. So 5 weeks and 6 days. You've got a little chart over here that you could use, but hopefully you're familiar with the format that I've provided you, and that will work for everything. All right, page 2.